Hi, my name is Adam. I'm here to present on question number 3 of Stochastic Calculus CBT for semester March 2022. So in the question requires us to compute the profit and loss every day in 41 days if the stock price moves as in the table. In the table, in the question, it mentions the stock price from day 0 to day 41. So as seen in the table on the top left, we can see the information given from the question. And on the table at the bottom, we can see a few formulas used in computing some of the values. So as seen here, time to maturity, we can see that it's given in the question for the first value. And for the second value, we can just see that it's the previous value minus with the depending on the day over 365. And then on the stock price, we can see that the numbers, the stock price are all given in the question. So to calculate the change in stock price, we will deduct the current value with the previous value. And for the value of D1 and D2, as mentioned previously, the formula is stated on the left-hand table, D1 and D2. Therefore, with the values available, we will insert the values to find the value of D1 and D2. For the n-negative D1 and n-negative D2, there is a function in Excel called the normal distribution. We will be applying that to the previous value of D1 and D2 to obtain the value of n-negative D1 and n-negative D2. Next, we need to find the put price. As mentioned, the formula for put price is given on the table on the left. So we will insert the values with the value previously that we have calculated to get the put price for each of the following days. Next, we need to get the delta P. So in order to get delta P, we need to minus the current value with the previous value of the put price to get the delta P. And to get the delta, the formula is given here on the left-hand table. And we will also insert the values required to compute the delta in the formula to get the value for delta. And next, we need to compute for V. So formula is stated above is negative 150, representing the current stock price. And also, we need to multiply it with the put price calculated in row O. Next, we need to find the n prime, which is negative 150 times the delta of the long put. In doing that, 150 represents the stock price as mentioned earlier, and we will be using the delta calculated earlier in row Q. Next, we need to calculate the number of share purchased, which is basically just negative the n prime. And then to calculate the price of shares purchased or sold, we need to first use the number of shares purchased or sold multiplied with the stock price, with the daily stock price. And then to calculate W, as given in the above information, is equals to negative V plus S times n prime. As we've calculated those values before, we can calculate W. And to find the profit or loss in long put, as seen there, we have stated the formula to calculate the profit or loss in long put, which is 150 times delta put. So we have the value of delta put, so we just multiply it with the stock price. And then to find the profit or loss long position in the stock, we have also stated the formula there, negative n prime times the stock price at time t plus h times the exponential power of delta h minus the stock price. So we will be applying our values that we have gotten from the previous, and then we will get the profit or loss long position in the stock. Next, we need to find the profit or loss in short position of cash or interest. So in order to do that, the formula is W times exponential r over 365 minus 1. So we already have all those values, and once we insert it in the formula, we will get the profit or loss in short position. So finally, in order to calculate the daily profit or loss, we will be adding the profit or loss in long put, the profit or loss in long position in the stock, and also profit or loss in short position of cash or interest. Once we add all these numbers, we will be getting the daily profit or loss as required from the question. Thank you.